Hey guys, welcome to another one of my adventures into the past. We're here with Populous, the beginning. Just listen to that music. I hope this is bringing back some nostalgic memories for you. But for those of you who have been watching the channel since pretty much the beginning, since 2012, you would know that I actually had a Populous, the beginning playthrough. But there's a few reasons why I'm going to be restarting this series. And I had to stop that old series because for some strange reason, after a while, I was using Fraps to record it, and after a while, the colors became garbled and it just wouldn't record properly anymore, and I just couldn't continue. But not only that, I'm now using XSplit to record. If I jump into options here and go to graphics, the game is in widescreen resolution now, and this is quite rare, and I don't know exactly why I can do this, because Populous the Beginning has two versions of the game. There's a software version and a hardware version. And the hardware version tends to immediately crash on startup, but the software version launches. But usually the software version can't go into widescreen mode. So I'm gonna link in the description where I got this version of the game from. And also, another problem, the version of the game I got here, it didn't come with any music. So I had to download another version of the game, copy the music files over to this version of the game, so that I can play in widescreen resolutions with music. If that makes sense. Alright, but what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be starting up a new game, and I'm going to start from the start of the beginning of the campaign and play through to completion this time, Populous the Beginning. Hope you enjoy it, and now let's jump in to a new game.
In the beginning, there was darkness. Then from the darkness came the manna. And with the manna, the visions. We were not alone. There were other worlds, other tribes, moving through the heavens like a plague. They would destroy us. Alone in the tribe, I possessed the second sight. The manna flowed through me like fire, unleashing the magic within. The ancient legends had foretold my coming. I was the one destined to lead. The chosen one. The shaman. The time for peace was behind us. Now was the time for war! We would face powerful magic. The fury of the elements. Some would live, many would die. But with faith and courage, we would destroy our enemies. And I would become a god.
I love this. I love the memories this is bringing back, not just from 2012, but I played this as a kid. And here we are on mission 1. The journey begins. Alright, so looking at our progress through the solar system here, it looks like there's about 5, 10, yeah, it's 20 missions, and then there's something at the end there. I don't think I've ever finished Populous the Beginning, but it looks like we got at least 20, maybe 21 missions in total, and we're going to be completing this in its entirety. But here we are, mission 1, the journey begins. Let's jump in. There we go. It's in widescreen. I know before I didn't quite look widescreen, but those are just the menus. The game itself looks fantastic. And listen to that song. I haven't heard this song for a long time. I absolutely love it. Anyway, here we go. I have created my reincarnation site, and the settlement is nearly complete. Okay. And look at this. This game is from '98. It's in full 3D and the terrain is modifiable. Isn't that insane? Sure, the characters, you can see the sprites and stuff like that. But the 3D looks great. The textures look great. It's aged very well. I mean, it could, of course, look better, but... I mean, the first playthrough I ever did on my channel was From Dust, and it's because of this game. And here we go. We're now... Well, we gotta get things started. Now, let's see if I remember how to do things. I think we gotta place down a couple houses, and you guys can... Oh, they automatically go build. Spacebar is rotate. It just works naturally. I'm gonna send my shaman to go worship at that head. You guys split up the workload. 3 on each house. And if you don't know, this game actually has a living economy. You can see they cut down trees. See, there's 4 pieces of wood here, there's 3 here. Oh, that's quite loud, but we just got a spell. What's that? You have received a single-shot land bridge spell. Use it to create a path from where your shaman stands to the land on which it is cast. Cast it over the water to create a causeway. Okay, and we're gonna get 1 more of those, because I think we need 2 to jump across these islands. When I first showed this game to my wife, she kept asking, why does she keep going ka 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 ka? I'm sorry, that's really silly. Anyway, I was talking about the living economy. So they cut down the trees, and the trees actually grow back. So if you accidentally cut down all the trees, well, there's no more sources of wood, which is horrible. Anyway, here's the real kicker of Populous the beginning. This land bridge spell, you can just modify the terrain as you see fit. Look at that. This is 1998. What's this? Your settlement is thriving, shaman. Braves are resting in huts are one way of creating mana. Mana gives you the power to cast spells and train followers. Ah yes, so they rest in these huts. You can see they sort of get in there. They rest inside, and they not only reproduce like that, inside they generate mana which recharges your spells, and you can focus on which spell you're charging up as well. There's a lot of things to this game actually. Anyway, here's the first death of this playthrough. I'm gonna use a fireball spell, and this is all physics based as well. I'm gonna send this guy flying. Watch this. And he lands in the water. Fantastic. And here's a vault of knowledge. Contains the knowledge of the enemy. Only your shaman can worship it. And look how interesting. This is actually a spherical world. If I zoom out, right? It's a sphere. It's actually a spherical world. And see how they solve the problem of how you're looking at things. You can see things in the distance because they're sprites. Oh, there we go. A new building. But because they're sprites, they remain the same size as you get away from them. So you can still quite clearly see what's going on in the distance. That's fantastic. Alright. Now let's go worship this stone head. Stone heads always give us new spells or stuff. But that gave us a new building, so we can now train the warrior training hut. Right there. And you guys get to building that. We're gonna train up a bit of an army here. And we'll let our shaman worship at that stone head as we get these new spells. And what's this say? Shaman, you've stolen the warrior training hut plan. Build one to train warriors ready for conquest. Yeah, it's on the way. And this? The lightning spell is a devastating weapon and much more powerful than blast. It kills enemy followers and sets fire to trees and buildings. Okay. So this is looking good. And we're just gonna grab a couple more lightning spells. Lightning spells are pretty much one of the most useful spells out there. There's one more. I think we can get up to 4. As we build our warrior training hut. How is this going actually? Needs quite a bit of wood. And there we go. We've got 4 of those. So we basically just have to go over there and wipe these guys out. The Dakini tribe, I think they are. Yeah, the Dakini shaman. Okay, but let's first build up a bit of an army. Why is this house empty? This is something that's always a little tricky about these houses. Sometimes they end up being left quite empty. And you can see the houses expand over time as well. They renovate. This one sits 3, these sits 4. It can expand 1 more. And there we go. we've got a warrior training hut. Now this training system is actually a lot like how they do it in Battle Realms. If you don't know Battle Realms, they also have like villagers which you send to train in these sort of specialty buildings. But in Battle Realms, you can actually send them to multiple different types of buildings to get different combinations of units, which is quite interesting. It's a step up from here. But I always thought Battle Realms took the idea from something like this. And I don't know, Populous the Beginning might have taken the idea from something as well. But here we go, we're training up some warriors here. Are they warriors? What are they called? Warriors, yeah. And these are braves. Okay. And soon, we're gonna go wipe out the Dakini Shaman. I think we don't need too many of these guys. I'm gonna wait for 6. And then how do I select all of them? Control, left click, select 5. Shift click to select all. And I think if I remember, if you press G, they will actually go to guard your shaman. They will circle around her. And we'll train a few on the back of this, just in case. And here you go. Can you actually see these units from space? You can. Alright, let's go wipe them out. First things first, we'll create a land bridge over. I'm gonna lightning the Dakini Shaman, so she can't do anything to us. There we go. She's dead. Well done. You've killed the enemy shaman and gained some of her mana. And what's this? Braves into warrior training hub become warriors. Training uses mana. Okay. And now, let's burn their buildings. And wipe out the rest of them. Send them flying into the ocean. As you can tell, Braves can't swim. I just push them into the water. Oh, I love how they scream and fly and die. Let's wipe them out. And I think we just have to kill all the people. We don't actually have to destroy the buildings. Which means we should be able to just blast this guy. And we should win. Right? Unless there's a survivor. Oh, there's a survivor right there. Just kill him. And there we go. Level 1 complete. Look, there's even footprints. And when a mission ends, everyone rejoices. It's fantastic. And they make a little conga line as well. See that? Oh, it's fantastic. Alright, so let's press spacebar and move on. That took us about 7 minutes. Here's our stats. And that was the end of Mission 1, The Journey Begins. And after that, we got the Vaults of Knowledge raided, the Warrior Training Hut, and we can move back to the solar system, where we get a glimpse of the next mission, which is Mission 2, Night Falls. Alright, so, hope you're enjoying the playthrough so far, and the memories and nostalgia and all of that. And we're going to be continuing right on with Mission number 2, Night Falls. Thank you so much for watching, hope you're enjoying it, and I'll see you in the next video.